Hi there, this is Dawn. Welcome back to my art room. Today I'm going to do the sixth prompt. It's the third of the summer ones, lazy summer days. And I was reminded of sitting, when I was a young girl, sitting in the grass making daisy chains with the bees hovering. And I thought, yeah, let's have a go at making daisy chains. So, it was me thinking I was supersonically organised and I'm actually not quite, but that's all right. I've got this daisy trim. I'm going to do it on here. Oh yes, I've drawn a bee ready to go. I've chosen some background fabric, but first of all I need to paint some daisies because I have this daisy trim that's just white and I want it to go sort of down, you know, the side of the page, but it needs some yellow centres, and I also noticed that they're a bit green. I just need to find my bit of plastic, so wait right there, I'm coming back. If I could just find it, it'd be even better. Just has disappeared from view. I've got my little mate here with me still. We're both working here in the art room. Oh gosh, here it is. Good. He's doing a how to draw. He likes to follow how to draw videos on YouTube, and when I was practicing my bee, I didn't make a very good job of the first one, and he reminded me that I should go and have a look at a how to draw. So I did. I looked up how to draw a video, how to draw a bee, and it gave me some information that was very useful. So that's good. Okay, so thank you for that. You want to say hello?
Hello again.
Hello again. This is his last day with us. All right, I'm just measuring this off to work out how many of these I actually need. I've had this daisy trim for ages and I'm going to be very sad when it runs out. But anyway, that's all right. Okay, so I need this many and I just needed the trim to dry. Okay, I've worked out that that's the front, that's the right side rather. I've got my Inktense blocks out again, and I'm just going to activate this so that I can get the colour that I'm looking for. I want this yellowy colour in here, but I've made a mess of it, so I need to clean it up. Good. All right, I think that's a bit better. Yep, you can see what I'm doing. So that's even better. Cool. All right, hope you're all good. We are. We've had a busy morning feeding the animals. Chooks. The chooks water thing is not functioning very well, so we've had to do a bit of a work out what we're doing. I weeded some parsley out of the garden and took that round, so it'll be interesting to see whether they like parsley. And then we came home and made caramel slice, the favourite. Just waiting for it to be set, but it's taking a bit longer. I added the chocolate before the caramel was cool, and so the chocolate stayed.
Do you want me to go check on it?
You can go and check on it, sure. You know what the check test is, don't you?
Yeah.
He's got to stick his finger in the chocolate and see if it's set. He's dying for it to be ready. He can't wait. So that's his favourite. Whenever he comes, he wants to know, are you going to make caramel slice?
It's hard enough.
It's hard enough, is it? All right, well, in a minute, when we finish this little bit of video, we'll go cut it up, all right? He's doing a how to draw. What were you doing? A bunny?
I was, but now I'm doing a different one.
Are you? What one are you doing now?
SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob. Okay. He's a very good drawer and he follows along really well. with the how to draw videos. I've been a bit rough with this. I've got a bit of yellow on the leaves, on the petals, but I think, you know, it'll probably be all right. I don't think it really matters that there's a bit of yellow on there. But I did want a yellow centre, and because I'm doing it on the edge of the page, there's not going to be a huge amount of room for embroidery bits. So yeah, so that was our busy morning, and I've got to go round to my mum's in a minute and take them for an appointment, and we're hoping that Pa will be back in time so I don't have to come and sit in the car with me. He'd rather not, wouldn't you? Bit boring sitting in the car. But I think we've got to go back and work out what the chickens are doing, because they're...
You are, not me.
Oh, I am. Oh, aren't you going to come with me? I thought you might come with me.
But I got to eat some caramel slice.
Oh, you've got to eat caramel slices. Well, we can probably do both. I can probably have a bit of caramel slice. I'm just going to add a little bit of green around here, just because that's what they look like. I had a bit of a look as kids at school, you know, out on the back paddock in the summertime. The daisies would be growing up through the grass, and the boys would be kicking the footy, and us girls would be making daisy chains to put in our hair. Do you have daisies at your school oval?
Yeah.
Do you?
I've got lots of flowers in my school oval.
Do the girls make daisy chains?
No, they don't even go on it because they don't want to wreck the flowers.
Oh, they don't. Oh, yeah, well...
And we just destroy them playing footy.
I bet you do destroy them with your big footy boots.
We don't bring footy boots to school.
Oh, don't you?
We're not allowed to.
Just your big runners, your big feet.
We're not allowed to bring them to school.
No, they're probably not safe enough. I hadn't thought about that. Oh, well, that's all right. Your runners do enough damage to the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Good. All right. Well, I think...
It's going to take forever.
I think that's my daisies done. I just would like a little bit of just plain water. I'm going to give this a bit of a squirt, because I just thought if I could just activate it and make it bleed a little bit, it might, you know, just blend that green in. I think there might be room to do a little bit of stitching to make the head sort of stick up a bit, but I don't know how much that's going to be. So yeah, that's us just getting started. This video will probably be in a couple of bits. Not sure whether you'll be still here when I'm finishing it, but I can tell you when I put it up. And
Yeah.
he was watching me do one. Did we do one yesterday? Yes. Were we?
Well, you did.
Yeah, I know I did. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Or Sunday. Or maybe it was Sunday,
Yeah,
I think.
It was Sunday.
And then he was watching me how I upload it. And then we saw when it came on, when it was published, and that people started looking at it really quickly, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have been someone watching the video.
Yeah.
So that's going to watch the video.
I don't think you can watch it till it's published. And then, as soon as it was published, there was like a couple of people already watched it before we even turned it on. So that was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But he thought maybe I could do a cooking video next. Have a different channel. Have a cooking channel. Because I like to cook, don't I?
Dawn's Kitchen.
Dawn's Kitchen. That'd be a funny one. Okay, so I'm pretty cool with that. They will dry a bit paler than what they're coming up at the minute, but I think they can hold their own with a fairly decent bit of colour. All right, so we'll pop that one to dry. and I'll talk about how I'm going to lay out the next bit, because I want to embroider the bee, and I thought it could have a larger daisy coming up from here. This is another piece of Rachel's cloth, printed fabrics, that I really like, and it goes that way. So I thought I could add it to here, and those flowers look fairly summery with the butterflies, so I don't think it'll matter that I've got butterflies and bees and everything else going on. All right, so I'm just gonna, I'm measuring it and cutting it off itself. I haven't, I'm not going to draw it. There is a line there, but that's just a bit wider than what I need, because I just want the daisies to track down the side and probably hang off the side a bit. I need to stand up so I can see what I'm doing. We've got the timer set, so we know what time we have to be ready, and he's keeping his fingers crossed, hoping Pa will be back so we don't have to come with me. And that's all right.
Well, I can just stay here on my own.
Oh, yeah, no, probably not.
Well, 5 minutes probably.
Well, it might only be 5 minutes, but I'm still not leaving you on your own.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I've been left on my own for a long time once.
At your house, but not on my watch. I'm not leaving you alone. All the ladies will be laughing at me.
Oh, they won't.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, I'm looking after you. I'm not leaving you home alone. It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow, we've got to head home tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Melbourne. Melbourne. And then we're going to go pick his brother up. And I want to go to Costco because I want to do some shopping for my pantry. I'm just going to trim that off a little bit more. Haven't really got a mark on it.
You've got enough stuff in your pantry.
I know, but things like, toilet paper and those sorts of things that I keep out in the garage, and they're good because you get a big pack of them. You don't have to buy it for ages.
Sure.
So, but, they've also got food. So that's important to boys. Food, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very important.
I love food.
I know. And I can feed them. And then take them back home, and then I'll come home and probably have to go and sort out the chickens again. I don't know what's going on with the chickens. They're just like being a nuisance. Because the water feeder thing isn't working. And
they're just being chickens.
They're just being chickens. But we're getting lots of eggs. Yep, we got 5 this morning.
6.
6 this morning. 4 the other day when we went.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And one of them was a double yoker.
Yep, one of them was a double yoker. So tomorrow it might be, we were going to have eggs on toast this morning and we forgot. We were so busy rushing off to feed the chickens.
Yeah, because I had a Nutella sandwich.
Oh, Nutella sandwich. So his brother has a very severe nut allergy.
So I'm not allowed.
And so Nutella and peanut butter is not allowed in the house. So those daisies are going to go down there. That'll look quite cute there. And then I think if I can sketch
Why'd
out...
you talk about peanut butter?
Huh?
Why'd you talk about peanut butter just then?
Because you said you were going to have Nutella.
I said I did have Nutella.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to have Nutella again tomorrow.
Maybe.
So he's making the most of Nutella and peanut butter while his brother's not around. That's a funny thing to do.
How's it funny?
Well, it's just funny because you're doing it while he's not here. Like you're doing it behind his back. So I'm going to use the erasable gel pen again, which is the one that you can iron out. I think I can move this down a little bit. I just like to be a little bit closer. I've got my sketch here to give me some idea of what I'm doing, I can move over so you can...
No.
Yeah.
You need a profile picture.
I need a profile picture, you think? It just
It's
has
just a D.
Yeah, it just has a D. But then lots of other people have just a D's. But oh well, maybe
Or
you
just letters.
Maybe you have to design me one.
It can be SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob. No, I don't think Nanas and SpongeBob really go together.
It can be your face.
It could be my face.
At 1,000 subscribers, you should do a face reveal.
Should I?
Yeah.
When I have 1,000 subscribers.
When you do.
Well, maybe we can do that. Oh, this pen doesn't want to work just right at this second. So I thought that I would embroider the bee. And that's my basic plan, is to have a go at that. I really admired Rachel's bee that she drew. I'd seen Rachel do a bee one other time and I loved it. It's a very cute bee. I'm not that fussed on them. Well, you know, like they're all right in the garden. I need them in my veggie patch.
What do you need in your veggie patch?
Bees.
Why?
Well, because they pollinate the veggies.
So you can have honey.
No, not so you can have honey, but they help the vegetables like the tomatoes to grow and the strawberries to grow. I don't have a beehive, and if I did have a beehive, well then I'd be able to get the honey.
Then get a beehive.
No, you need we live too close to the neighbours and I don't think the neighbours would really appreciate it much. So yeah.
Of course you live really close to the neighbours.
Yeah, because if you've got beehives, the bees are all, you know, flying around and, you know, if the neighbours are worried about that, they're not going to want to be having heaps of bees hanging around.
True.
So, and some people are allergic to bees. If they get a bite.
Allergic to bee stings.
Well, that's right. I don't mean the bee, I mean the sting. Oh, such a conversation going on here.
I know.
Yeah, well, there we go. All right, so I think, does that look like a bee? I don't know if it really does. I think this wing is a bit wrong here.
I'll come see.
All right, you come and have a look and check it out. But I think this wing is a bit wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, what I have to do is turn the iron on so that I can get rid of it. Well, I did have a practice. He was wondering why I was doing it in my sketchbook, and I said I need to have a practice first before I go just drawing it. I think this body bit here is a bit low, so let's have another go at that. So see what this pen does, Benji?
Pardon?
And see what this pen does? It just, when you put the heat on it, it's just gone.
I can still see the head.
Oh yeah, because I didn't do it over the head.
Did you like the head?
Yeah, I thought the head looked all right, but do you think the head looks all right?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all right then. Now we'll have another go at the body. I think I might just do like that. I think that's got to come up a bit higher there. And then one wing comes down here. So yeah, it's a bit of a drawing day today, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's my second day to draw.
Well, why don't you bring something over and show? And
I'll
then
show them my dinosaur.
I'll show them your dinosaur.
If I can find it.
Your green one that you did the other day.
Yeah.
I like what you're doing now. Looks pretty good.
The SpongeBob one.
Yeah, and the bunny that you did. All right. I think I can probably sort the wings out as
Got my dinosaur.
All right, put it in front here under the screen.
Dinosaur.
Check that out. Pretty good.
Hello.
All right. And do you want to get what's your other one? You don't want to show your other one?
I will.
All right.
Well, my other two ones. But I'm in the middle of SpongeBob, so...
You don't want to show it yet?
No, not yet.
Still don't know if I've got that bee right.
Bunny.
All right, there's a bunny.
No.
All right, pretty cool. All right.
I know.
I'm going to have another
Beautiful.
go at this bee because I'm still not happy with him. I can't make his...
SpongeBob's beautiful.
I don't know if it's the angle of the head. Let's start all over again completely. All right.
Even the head?
Yeah, even the head. Never mind, not to worry. But I think everybody's got the gist of what we're doing, what I'm doing.
It's going to be a long video.
I am. Well, they sometimes are long. Like sometimes I do 2 out of for the same page. Sorry, got distracted then. My watch was telling me there was somebody at the front door, but
Do you want me to go see?
yeah, you can, but I can't see anybody at the front door. Sorry. All right, where was I? Let's see if I can't get... Oh, it's Pa back. Oh, well, there you go. Saved by Pa. He doesn't have to come with me. I just need to take my mum and my stepdad to their appointment. My stepdad uses a wheelchair and it's sometimes tricky for Mum to get him in and out of the car with the chair, so I go off and help do that job. And now you don't have to come with me. Clapping your hands. Well, he was going to bring his Game Boy, his Switch or whatever, in the car, the phone, play games in the car while he was waiting, and now he doesn't have to. Handy, handy.
Now I'm happy.
Now you're happy. And you and Pa can have a go at trying to cut the caramel slice.
No, I don't trust Pa.
Oh, you don't trust Pa? Why? Do you think he'll mess it up? He won't mess it up. Not when there's chocolate slice involved. He's not going to mess it up. Not at all. All right. So let's just see where this wing... I'm having trouble drawing it a second time, Benji. It's not happening for me. All right. Let's I'm going to have to call it a day, I think, for this one. The wing can come down here, and this wing can come up here. They have these funny little rounded wings. All right.
Nana,
Yeah.
will you do more of the video when you get home?
Yeah, I will.
Because I don't need to say goodbye yet.
Well, say goodbye just in case.
I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Or I might be back and I'll show you my SpongeBob.
And he might be back, in which case we can show everybody what you're doing. And maybe I'll have got this bee sorted out, and it's probably going to look okay when it's embroidered. All right.
What was I doing? Oh, here.
This is my vague plan here for daisy chains and bumblebees. And before Pa puts the TV on too loud to watch his car shows now that he's home, I'm going to turn this video off and I'll be back before you know it. Okay. We're both back. We've had a crazy afternoon. We've had to do a whole heap of stuff. Mm-hmm. Yep. My grandson, who shall really remain anonymous, but I might have mentioned his name earlier and I didn't mean to, has been very busy while I was out and about helping my mum and my stepdad. He got stuck into doing his drawing. He'll show you in a minute. And then we had to go and rescue the chooks because their silly water container wasn't holding water. And can you believe we had 24 degrees here today? Can't believe that we had 24 degrees. We've had 13 and then all of a sudden out of the blue comes 24. So we've all got short sleeves on. That's funny.
Melbourne would have been way bad.
Melbourne? No, I think it would have been much the same as where we are here. All right, so I finished sketching out my bee. Looks a bit more like a wasp. But anyway, never mind. He's a bee, and I've just decided to do a little bit of writing. This is still in the fade out pen, so, or the erasable pen. I just thought I'd add a few words here. But I was thinking, and I forgot to sort of say before about the bee, what reminded me about the daisy chains was getting bee stings, because we all were running around the grass in bare feet. And yes, might have had a couple of bee stings in my toe on occasion.
I've never had a bee sting in my life.
Oh, really? Well, they hurt, and you don't want to be allergic to them. But anyway, a bit of ice sometimes helps. And as long as you get the stinger out of your foot or wherever it is. Yeah, so here we go. So what I'm going to do now is just do a running stitch. Paul's crashing the dishes in the kitchen. I didn't realise he was doing that. So hopefully he won't crash it for too long. And I'm going to, that's all right, I don't call him Pa on here. They do know he's called Paul. I'm going to do embroidery on the bee and this daisy, and I thought I might pick out a little bit in here. But what I'm going to do, just to finish off for tonight, because embroidering is, takes a long time. But I thought if I just stitch this while there's drawings and things being finished before bedtime.
Huh?
Well, it's going to be bedtime soon.
It's rigged.
It's what?
Nothing.
I don't know what he's talking about. Bedtime's always something that's...
Write it down in the comments if you heard.
Write it in the comments. I don't think they will have heard. All right, that's enough That's enough silliness from you, Peanut Gallery. Are you going to show your drawings that you've been doing before you say goodnight to everybody? What a crazy video this one's going to be.
Sure.
All right, come and show us what you've been doing while I try and thread a needle, because that's not happening here in a hurry. So
I finished SpongeBob.
You might have to put it down a bit because it's a bit close.
I finished SpongeBob.
Yeah.
And I did the burger as well.
A hamburger. How cool are they?
I know.
I love those colours. I found this great pack of pens that were being chucked out cheap at our local Officeworks. Yeah, I don't know. They're probably just ones that have been on.
How much did they cost?
Oh, like $9. They were cheap, but there's heaps in there.
And they're good.
And they're very good pens for doing, very satisfying. They've all got a bit old for pencils now. They much prefer a marker. They like paint markers, which we've always got to be a bit careful about what that looks like on Nana's art table. I don't know where the thimble is. I'll just have to cope without it. All right, so what I did the last time was just do a bit of an overcast stitch to hold this fabric down. Tuck that in there. It's all a bit silly here. To have silly days like that. It was busting for me to come and finish this video off.
Who?
You.
Oh, I wasn't.
You were. You wanted me to do it. It's okay to say that.
No.
No.
No. No.
Don't get too cheeky. Or I'll just stop the video and you won't be on the video. He would like to see it uploaded and hear himself talking on the telly. So we're going to be doing that very soon, but I really am trying to do this stitching that the ladies are probably more interested in than SpongeBob and hamburgers.
Not me.
We made, I know, not you. We made tacos for tea. He and Pa coped cutting up the caramel slice, so that was good. When he wasn't sure whether Pa could cope, they both did. So that's good. So home tomorrow. Gosh, won't the videos be quiet when there's just me chatting away? It's all been fun. I hope you all haven't minded having him in the background. He's pretty nice most of the time. Giving me a funny look
What do you
now.
mean most of the time?
Well, most of the time you are pretty nice.
All the time?
All the time. Oh, I'm supposed to say all the time. Oh, okay.
You
all the
think
time.
I'm actually mean?
You what?
You think I'm mean?
No, never. Why did you think that? Why would you say that? I said you're pretty nice most of the time. Nothing to do with being mean. It's just pretty nice most of the time. All right, well, you can see what I'm doing. You can see where I'm headed. I'll come back when I start doing a bit of the embroidery.
How do people know where this place is?
It's going to be... you're right.
No, I'm not. You
were quiet the other day and now you're very noisy. You're very chatty. And I'll come back. I'll come back when it's a bit quieter. All right. I'm going to head off and leave you to it. I've picked out some embroidery threads. My intention is to fill the bee in, fill most of this daisy in, and that will probably be the majority of the embroidery. Make sure the fabric's attached to the backing. The daisies are in, and that's probably it for now. Okay. I hope you're having fun doing whatever it is you're doing, whether it be with your loved ones like I'm with. Are you ready to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Okay. See you later.